MRPL is a stock in focus as sources indicate that they will be planning a hefty cut in their Iran oil imports due to the geopolitical concerns. Let's garner more clarity from Uttar Kumar Basu, who is the managing director at MRPL. Mr. Basu, sources say that you are planning a hefty cut in your Iran oil imports. If you could just give us more clarity and any other geographies in mind?
So these are the informations. Normally it is kept confidential. We do not expose ourselves with respect to these informations as long as the contracts are not signed. Yes, one thing I can say, yes, we are exploring bringing crude from different parts of the world so that actually these requirements are met.
So if you're exploring other geographies, then would that come at any extra cost?
Yes, this year for 12 it will be extra crude will be there.
Sure. If you could just tell us how long you believe this geopolitical problem that is there in Iran is likely to continue. Are you seeing any resolution in sight, or do you think that the problems over there are actually going to escalate, and what would that mean for you?
See, our government is acting very actively, and then solutions are coming through, and we are always having the hope that whatever problems are there, that will be resolved, and that crude from Iran will flow.
Right, and Mr. Basu, what's the outlook on refining margins, and how do you see your own refining margins play out over the next maybe couple of quarters?
Refining margin is fluctuating mainly on account of the exchange variations, and that is an area of concern. And that actually we are observing that continuously because of this fluctuation, it is causing real problems to hold the retain the refining margins. Apart from that, this increase in the crude oil has taken place, but there is no corresponding increase in the product prices, so the crack margin has also come down in the market. So in refining margin overall is tight situations.
And given that Iran is your biggest source, simply I'm just going to go back to the question as to what is your strategy that you are adopting on sourcing of crude from there, because you said that you will probably explore the option of planning a cut in your Iran imports?
We are cutting down our Iran imports, yes.
Okay, and in light of that, is there going to be any ramification on your overall margin picture?
Marginally, yes.
So could you quantify the impact on your margin, sir?
It will not be very significant, but it is there will be some impact.
All right, and also give us a sense of where you see crude oil prices headed over the next 6 to 8 months, because there are varying views. There are some people who argue that it will go above $200 a barrel. There are people who believe it will come down to $110 a barrel.
If the crisis on the Iran continues, and then definitely the crude oil price will be an issue, and the crisis will be more towards when we are coming closer to the June, the deadline.
Okay, Mr. Basu, we'll leave it at that. Thanks very much for joining in and giving us that update. So they are exploring the option of cutting their Iran imports, which, remember, is their biggest sourcing play. They are likely to see their ramifications in the refining margins going forward, which are likely to remain weak over the medium term. The stock tempered slightly in today's session, but nonetheless holding up in the green.